looking at the maps.
Yeah, so I think a really important thing to note with obviously the addition of Valkyrie is it's the first map that we're going to be going to, as you guys can see on your screen right now. But yeah, the thing is which teams get helped and which teams get hurt by Valkyrie. I was actually very interested to see EUnited picking Valkyrie up so early. But guys, we're going to be jumping right into the action here. We're going to be jumping into our first hardpoint of the series. We already said this pool could be one of the nastiest pools that we've ever seen at a CWL Open tournament, and we just need to see how EUnited is going to play. If they play at the level we know that they can, if they put OpTic up to a crazy series, all of a sudden Pool C could just be gnarly.
It definitely could be, and let's get into this one. Valkyrie, Hardpoint, CWL Atlanta, let's get things started. OpTic Gaming, EUnited. And for me, it's SMG presence. I'm interested to see how many people are actually running SMGs. I'd be very, very surprised if we got many ARs. Clayster using SG42, sorry, an STG, Crimsix with the bar, so it looks like it's a 3 SMG, 1 AR setup from both teams.
I mean, just look right now, we're finally going to start to see some kills go in the way of EUnited, but looking at that scoreboard, OpTic Gaming with an early lead here in Vents. Just looks like they're going to be able to hold pretty much all the time here. Only 25 seconds are going to be remaining, and for an opening hill, this is a pretty darn good start for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, solid start. And this is one of the opening hills where you can get a decent chunk of time off it. If you can get yourself set up inside of ventilation, it's very, very hard for the enemy team to break through. There's a lot it's small choke points. That's what this map's about. Small choke points. If you can get set up in the majority of points, you can pick up the majority of the points inside of that hill.
And, you know, to jump on, we just need to talk about Crim6. 5-1 to start things off. And if you just go down to brass tacks, look at a map, now Crim still heating up 6-2 to start off our first map of the day. Already 50 points to EUnited, 6 for OpTic Gaming. This is not a map where you're going to go, oh, Crim6 is hands down going to be the superstar on paper, and now he's just having an incredible performance, and that's making so much room for everybody else on OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, you know, this is the map where you expect Scum to really come into his own. SMG heavy, you know, it's quick. A lot of little choke points. We know he can do bits on this map, but EUnited do get the break on through. They are going to get a hold of this hard point, and they need to start getting some points on the board. Not too dissimilar from what you would expect the start to be. OpTic Gaming can come out hot. If they can get themselves sorted with that first hard point, they can do really, really well, but that's important. Arcades does get a hold of streaks. They're not as important on this map as I would say. They're just going to try and use them straight away to get a hold of this next rotation as well. Usually you'll see them pretty much come out just exclusively at that 5th hill, at Smokehouse, sorry. But at this moment in time, is going to use them to try and get the rotation. Not going to work out in their favor, though. OpTic are set up.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing on that hill, though, is ultimately EUnited is able to break through, but they don't have the strongest hold. Luckily, they have the spawns. They're going to really be valuing that when they get on over to the next hill, try to get that rotation nice and early. That's why they use the streaks. They do manage, even without incredibly lucrative streaks, to get set up in storage bunker, and all of a sudden, it's off to the races for them, finally getting some points on the board, but now it's OpTic Gaming's chance to push on in, and the kill feed's just going to be all green. Oh my goodness, OpTic Gaming heating up once again.
Very, very nice from them. What we've seen in the middle of the map, we weren't watching, but Pristini was holding that mid-cut. If you can hold that down, you can get so many kills. It's a nice position to be in. Karma wiped him off it. We've seen it on the mini-map, and that started things off. The whole green kill feed comes in, and OpTic Gaming looking hot already here on Valkyrie.
I mean, they're just out-slaying them right now. EUnited trying to catch up, and like you said earlier, this was EUnited's map pick as well. Now EUnited finally going to start to pick up some of these kills right in time for rotation. They get set up nice and early. This is like the first or second time that they've really been able to establish their presence this early on a hill. Let's see if they can hold, and just like that, it's going to be Formal who manages to break through. Now Pristini needs to find a big kill here, and Formal going to be able to get 2.
Very, very easy from OpTic. That's all they need to do. They push on through. EUnited seem to be quite willing to rotate early on this map. You're rewarded for that most of the time. It's not working out for them whatsoever. They're getting in there initially, but they're not able to hold. OpTic Gaming's punching power and EUnited's lack of... I mean, they're just not able to hold it. It just seems as if they don't have things set up. They're not winning their gunfights at the crucial times. We can see an all-green kill feed once again. OpTic Gaming dominant here so far. EUnited looking lackluster as they have been in the past.
I mean, there's so many things just going in favor of OpTic Gaming right now. When you look, obviously the kill feed 90% of the time is just going to be OpTic Gaming slaying out. But the main thing is when they don't have to get these OEs going, when they don't have to get to these hills early, they're able to play scrappy. So they're milking every hill for for just about as many seconds as they can. And EUnited getting set up early, they might get 1-2 seconds, and then all of a sudden it is going to be a challenge coming in from Green Wall. And now we can see OpTic Gaming, they get set up very early here on this hill as well.
So they hold that previous point the whole amount of time as we have Calm and Nelly fully streaked out. They then rotate over the smokestacks pretty much uncontested. The streak come in, they move back inside, now they're going to go again. Here we go, Karma takes the first kill. Silly does answer back with 2. Really good work by EUnited to hold that one down, and they're going to get a few more points on the board here, but they're 100 points down. We're not even at the second rotation.
And one of the nice things there too, when Karma actually trades out, he does get fully streaked. Now they're going to be able to use these streaks a little bit, create a nice choke point for themselves. You can already see they're inside of the building, just trying to reestablish their presence on smokestacks. Only scrap time going to be left, but Scum going to be able to get 3. One of them's going to be Karma, but hey, a kill's a kill.
Okay, well, EUnited are heating back up into this just a little bit now. They are starting to get some points on the board. These last 2 points, they've sort of started to establish some sort of presence, because so far we haven't really seen it. OpTic Gaming, though, above and beyond them. Currently, Pristini does pick up 2. We need to see that more. Silly and Pristini heating up. We know what Clayster and RCDs can do, but Pristini has been one of these guys that he's questioned himself recently a lot. 3 streak at this moment in time. If he can get a hold of some of those score streaks leading in this game, that's going to be possibly a game changer. Does get a couple of them himself. Is he going to be able to hold it? Not quite. OpTic do break through, but the streaks are available for Pristini.
Hey, this is one of the most impressive hills that we've actually seen out of EUnited. I think before we got to this hill, they were at about 40 points. Now they're at 80, and pretty much all 40 came from one hill as well. So now they're going to be able to hold this one, and all of a sudden they should be able to crack 100 points here without a problem. But Crim6 going to be able to get 2 big kills, and just like that, OpTic Gaming is going to make me eat my words. That's 4 for Crim. He's just getting started, 20 and 16 here. Now looking for streaks, just needs 1 more kill to do it. After those last 4, he's going to make it look like an easy task, I do imagine. Pops out right there, going to be able to get it. That streaks for Crim. Fully streaked out. That's 6 kills for Crim6, and it doesn't look like he's stopping anytime soon.
Really, really good work by OpTic Gaming to break on through as Crimsic just keeps on going, does eventually get taken down. But what I didn't like, EUnited had the setup, they got a couple of kills, cleared OpTic out, all of them undead. They're pushing forward. Arsenis walks straight out the front door and gets taken down by Crimsic, which starts that roll of kills that he ends up getting. And for me, I don't know why he pushes out, but sit back, there's still 30 seconds, you know, play a little bit more passive. You've got some control for probably one of the first times in the game. And he runs out and just gives himself an unnecessary death. Now they do have control of Operations Bunker and have done for the majority of the time. The game is a lot closer than it was, but Crim starting to heat up. 24 and 18 from him. Sensational plays from the veteran.
Ooh, Clay. Okay. All right, Clay. Clay's going to be able to grab a few kills here. Now he's looking to take down Formal. Going to be able to do that. Just 1 more standing between him. It's going to be Karma who falls down. That's 5 for Clay. Clay's 1 off of streaks at the moment. And you can see these kills having a massive impact. EUnited all of a sudden clawing back into this. It looked completely hopeless. That's another 1 for Clay. Fully streaked out. This is starting to be an absolute bloodbath. EUnited now 40 seconds off. They looked, it was rough. Clay's still going.
Man, he just sees Crimsic heating up and he's like, you know what, boy? No. I'm Clayster, I can do it just as well as you. And he's just lighting OpTic Gaming up. Artillery available for him. EUnited have crawled themselves. I say crawled, they've screamed back into this game. Clayster with an 8 streak.
My goodness, we said going into this, if we can see the EUnited that we know they can play, it's another 1 for Clay. He's at 9 before he finally gets cut down. Full streaks to work with, and all of a sudden, enormous amount of streaks for EUnited. They're going to start calling him in. They want to make sure they get them all in before this one is over. But we said if we saw the EUnited playing the way that we know this team can play, all of a sudden this pool is going to be one of the hardest pools that we have ever seen. EUnited, this is only the first map, but they're starting to do just that. They're starting to show us how well they can play as a unit, and Clayster is just heating up again. This could be 3 for him on a new streak. Not going to be able to get it, but now only 9 seconds between them and OpTic Gaming.
Karma plays that so smart. He doesn't want to make that engagement. If he dies, which he eventually does, but he's held that off for around 10 seconds or so, then the pinch comes in for EUnited. Really, really good work for him to stay alive. But as we said, I mean, EUnited starting to heat up, but the fact that Clayster has got 31 kills is so influential for his team. He's basically, that last hard point, won them every single point. He's got so many kills leading up to it. It was so hard for OpTic to come back into it, but as we say that, OpTic 4 kills on the board, and they force EUnited far, far out. That's going to be quite a few points on the board. They could be within touching distance.
Yeah, now all of a sudden, though, OpTic, they kind of get woken up. That was a glass of cold water straight into their face. They know they got to do the work. to hold this hill. They're going to be able to do it in office. Scump just lighting everyone up now. This has just been a game of players streaking out one by one. Scump going to be working with 4 right now. I don't know how many times I've said it inside this series, but he is 1 off from streaks. But just want to go back to EUnited for a second. OpTic Gaming could do it on this next hill, but EUnited, when Clayster, we talk about how influential he is as a leader. We talk about how influential he is out of game for his team. When he's playing like this, it is absolutely, if he was playing like this, it would be impossible to beat this team if they played like this the entirety of the game. 36-21 right now, calling in those streaks, and you can see EUnited going to be able to hold smokestacks. They have to, because if they don't, OpTic Gaming could still win off of this hill.
They could. The only thing for EUnited, that start is just going to hurt them, I feel. You know, really, really slow out the blocks. If they start on a moderate level with OpTic Gaming here, they're in the lead. I mean, they've done so well over the past couple of minutes. Crumbling a little bit here with 15 or 14 seconds left for OpTic Gaming to get. It's going to be so hard to come back. That slow start is going to punish them.
I mean, these kills were huge, though, that did just come in. You can see Pristini going to be able to use his streaks there to get a nice kill. This pushes OpTic off the smokestacks long enough that they need to win on the... They need the next hill to be able to win now once again. So EUnited still does keep themselves alive. They're going to need... They could, in theory, win off of this hill as well with a perfect hold, but already OpTic Gaming able to get some early time. Scump with a big 2-piece, maybe able to just close out this first map. And it looks like this kill going to be able to secure it. Crim 6 on a 3 streak, and we can see a 5 tear as well for OpTic Gaming. Good job by them, but ultimately, it was EUnited who impressed me in that matchup when they turned up towards the middle.
Yeah, but that's the thing, I suppose. If they turn up at the beginning, they win that map. They win that map. But in the end, when you've got such a negative deficit to come back,